Hello and welcome back to the Dogs Podcast. I'm Matt.
And I'm Katie.
And we have our first guest on the podcast today. And we're on camera, we hope.
We might be. We don't know.
We'll see. We'll tell you all about the debacle in a second. But happy Father's Day. We have our very own Dad of the Year, 32 years in a row. Our dad, Scott Hall, here. Dad, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me here today.
It's a special episode today.
Very special episode indeed. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. It's been a long time.
It's been a little over a month, right?
Yeah, May 17th. So, yep, month and 4 days.
And a lot's been going on, right?
A lot's been going down.
I'm getting my master's.
He's getting her master's, which is the main reason why there hasn't been an episode. And
no, it's not. That's actually not even the reason. It's mostly you.
No, it's like a little bit of both. But anywho, a lot's gone on since the last episode. The World Cup has started. U.S. has won 2 games. Messi had a hat trick. I think we're going to have a soccer episode soon.
Yeah.
Our soccer rep, who will not be named quite yet. But the Knicks won it all. NBA Finals.
New York Knicks.
And Knickerbockers. Jalen Brunson and the Knicks secure their first championship in over 50 years. And I don't know if you've been watching, but a lot of fun celebrations.
So were they expected to win?
No.
No.
Well, were the Spurs maybe a slight favorite?
Oh, I meant from the get-go.
Yeah, from the get-go.
From the get-go.
No, I think they were the 3 seed.
Well,
I don't think
they
anyone,
weren't coming from last.
I don't think anyone was the Knicks for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think people were thinking Thunder, mostly. Maybe even the Spurs. But yeah, I felt like the Knicks going into the finals, though, it was probably the Knicks over the Spurs.
Okay.
I think.
But it's cool because they haven't won in
They've been won in over 50 years.
Okay, so I'm glad that they won.
Yeah, I think we all are.
And Taylor Swift is a Knicks fan, so.
And Taylor Swift, I didn't know that. Is she from New York?
Well, she lives in New York. I mean, that's one of her residences.
There's a lot of famous Knicks fans. Timothy Chalamet, Jerry Seinfeld.
Tina Fey.
Ben Stiller, Spike Lee, right? Tina Fey. Yeah. Among a lot of others. Anyways, there's a lot of trade rumors going around that the NBA's done too. I've seen Giannis' name popping up quite a bit.
It always does, and then nothing happens.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. And the NHL too. Apparently, I wrote this down because I felt like it was worth saying. They had massive TV ratings from their playoffs, which is cool.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
I think it's because of me.
Well, that's what I said. I said maybe because of Katie's following of the Sabres.
Yeah, I don't know. I did feel like, I was definitely more in tune, but I felt like America was more in tune with what was happening. Yeah,
I don't know. I think there were some good storylines.
Yeah.
The Sabres being
Sabres.
one of them. Yeah, Sabre Nation. Couldn't tell you any others, but so the Carolina Hurricanes took down the Las Vegas Golden Knights 4-2. That sounds like 2 places they probably shouldn't be playing hockey in, but that's okay.
Yeah, I was glad to see that. I didn't like those Golden Knights.
Yeah, well, they're new.
They have a really cute guy on it, though.
Oh, do you know his name?
Nope.
Okay. Stay tuned for that. We are on a new platform today. I feel like we should make that.
Yeah, and we are also all sitting next to each other.
We're all on the same couch. And Bagel's behind me.
We don't know if this is going to work.
This might go horribly. This might sound horribly. So if it does, sorry.
Thanks for hanging.
But if you can see us, that's cool. That's the goal. We had to, long story short, make really an adjustment. GarageBand said its farewell to me yesterday after a 3-hour battle. I'll save you guys the story, but a lot of cuss words were said yesterday, and now we're utilizing a different platform. So here we are.
An entirely different platform that we selected.
And videos are on.
So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we're going to see how this goes. But if it is clunky, apologies. But if not, then suck it, everybody. So today, Father's Day, we're doing a special Father's Day episode. We felt like it was a good idea to highlight some father-son, father-daughter athlete, I guess, pairings, sometimes more than pairings.
Yeah, like little duos, little
trios,
sporting relationships.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of these stories, so we're gonna each highlight at least one. The three of us, meaning. But we do have some special shout outs at the beginning because there are so many. So we want to
we probably miss some.
Exactly.
Because I added a critical one.
Oh, I didn't even know that one.
Well,
I see the one you just added. Well,
yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so Katie and I are going to rattle these off. So, father, Del Curry, sons Seth and Steph Curry, who all played or play in the NBA. And then Del's daughter, Sidel, also played D1 volleyball. So, just an athletic family there. Go Currys.
Huh. D1 volleyball. Huh, okay.
Yeah.
Nate Williams, who spent 8 years in the NBA, and Natalie Williams, who is an all-star WNBA player and Olympic gold medalist, I'm assuming, for basketball.
I think that's...
Well, I don't know. We learned that she could be a luge girl.
That's true. I'm pretty sure for basketball. But.
Okay.
Father LeBron...
And why do we have
because I want to make it clear who the dad is.
He was a priest. Yeah.
Father LeBron and the Holy Spirit.
And his Holy Spirit. Bronny James, his son. They made NBA history not too long ago as the first father-son pair to play simultaneously on the same team for the Lakers.
Crazy.
Very crazy.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Ken Griffey Sr. and Ken Griffey Jr. Apparently, this is Matt's personal favorite duo. Sports history is first father and son to play together in the MLB, sharing the outfield for the Seattle Mariners in 1990.
That's pretty cool. Imagine playing the outfield,
that is very
looking
cute.
over and there's your little dad in left field. Yeah.
That's very cute.
So that one's cool. Father Archie Manning, sons Peyton and Eli, all quarterbacks from the NFL. Peyton and Eli, obviously, well, maybe not obvious. For sure.
I didn't know that their dad was.
Yeah.
Was Archie was he good?
Quarterback. Yeah, he was solid, but Peyton and Eli were both multi-time Super Bowl champs.
Yeah.
Worth mentioning.
Bobby Bonds and Barry Bonds. Bobby was a 3-time All-Star. His son shattered MLB's single-season career home run records.
That's right.
Bobby and Barry. I didn't know about Bobby Bonds.
Yeah, Bobby Bonds.
He was in my era.
Oh.
He was in Dad's era. Here's one of Dad's faves. Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Legendary basketball player. And daughter Trinity Rodman, who was a cornerstone of the U.S. women's national team, helping the crew secure an Olympic gold medal.
In soccer.
In soccer, correct. Just a little tidbit. Sounds like their relationship is pretty non-existent, which is kind of sad. But apparently they don't talk, and he doesn't really she doesn't really recognize him. Apparently he was very absent.
Yeah.
So, anywho.
But he probably still had a sporting impact.
I would argue.
Got her into sports.
As such, but
I don't know.
Maybe she wouldn't want that.
Yeah, okay.
But shout out to both of them in their individual endeavors.
Mario Andretti and Michael Andretti, Dad.
Yeah.
Mario was a Formula One and IndyCar legend, and then Michael, also a highly successful IndyCar racer. Anything you want to spice that together with? What do you know about them? You love them?
Well, Mario Andretti was he was the racing car driver when I was a kid. He won, I think, the 69 IndyCar race. Or the
year we went to the moon?
Yeah, the year we went to the moon. And then Michael, his son was a good driver, and Uncle Mitch and Auntie Shell were big fans of him. So,
of Michael Andretti?
Of Michael, yeah. I think they raced at the same time. I think there was an overlap there.
Yeah.
The same races.
Yeah.
Sorry, was I supposed to talk that much about
that? That's what we
great.
wanted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was doing light Googling, there's a lot of racing father-children things.
In fact, I'm going to be featuring a couple today.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Little tease there for the listener. Okay, do you want to do the last one? Because you added this
Well,
one.
I added Kobe and is it Gianna?
I think so.
I know she goes by or went by Gigi. Gigi. Kobe and Gigi Bryant. Kobe inspired her passion for basketball. And they had a little movement together to make girls basketball a thing.
Yeah, growing sport.
That's what they did. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. for sure. Okay, well, those are our shout outs. It's time for the meat of the episode with our first dog.
You know what's funny? Oh, wait, never mind. Oh, wait, no, that is funny. Okay, so like, you know how we have like the big dogs and like the dog of the week? Yeah. Michael said if there's ever a girl one, they should be like the bitch.
Yeah.
So I got a couple bitches in mine.
Good.
And a big dog.
As you should.
Big dog and a couple of bitches. Is it my turn?
Take it away.
Okay, so today I'm talking about none other than Venus and Serena Williams, tennis icons, and their dad, Richard Williams. I mean, so our friend Lydia brought this up as an idea, and you were like, no, that doesn't work because he didn't play. No, he didn't play, but I learned that he really, if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't play tennis at all. So, yeah, Richard Williams, he truly propelled his daughters, Venus and Serena, from the grime and the hustle and bustle of Compton, California, to being global tennis icons and two of the greatest athletes in history. So I went down a whole rabbit hole yesterday learning about these guys because I had never seen that movie and I had never seen any of the documentaries. So I didn't know any of this. So a lot of our audience, like the thousands of listeners that we have, like they're probably like, yeah, we know the story, Katie, but I didn't know this. So I'm just going to talk about it. Little Richard, or also known as King Richard, he wasn't small. But he was born in Louisiana to a family of sharecroppers. And he was brought up with like a lot of experiences with racism, and that kind of continued through his life. But he has been open about his difficult childhood. He credited his faith as a source of strength throughout each season of his life. He has not just Venus and Serena as his children. He has 9 children in total. And I think there's like some half siblings in there. There's one from like a non-marriage, a lot of kids going on. But Venus and Serena, I guess, got some special treatment. He never had any interest in tennis. I would say maybe never even held a racket. Maybe he did. I don't know. Until one day, sitting at home, watching TV, the French Open was on. And he was like, interesting. And then, like, the prize money flashed across the screen, $40,000 to the tournament winner. And he was like, that's interesting. Like, how can I get in on that? And before his daughters were even, like, I don't know, in the womb, before they were born for sure, he came up with this, like, 85-page plan to, like, have a kid and, like, get them into tennis and make them world champions.
What?
So to, like, make this dream come true, he took some tennis lessons from this old man named Old Whiskey down the road. He was just, like, this older tennis coach who taught Richard Williams the fundamentals of the sport in exchange for pints of booze. He was, like, a wild alcoholic, but apparently he was this, like, tennis great who taught some important tennis players like Arthur Ashe and Jimmy Connors. I don't know who those people are, but they are. You know them?
Absolutely.
Okay, so he, I guess, coached them. But yeah, so he was like, I guess, in the area and hit it off with Richard.
Wow.
Old Whiskey.
Old Whiskey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So anyway, as I was saying, I mentioned that like 85-page plan. Did you have anything like that for us?
An 85-page book. I did not.
Not that I remember.
No, everything's just been out the top of the dome.
Yeah. Well, so so when they were 4.5, that's when Richard was like, all right, it's time to start training. Took him to the public tennis courts down the road in Compton. Later, he said, and I don't know if this was a joke, but I thought it was kind of funny, that he felt he took them a little bit too early at the age of 4.5, and maybe like 6 years old would have been a little bit better.
A year and a half.
But whatever, it worked. It was fine. But locals in the Compton area remember Venus and Serena like holding their little tennis rackets in their strollers, and their parents were playing in the 80s, kind of learning the game so that soon they could pass it on to their daughters. Richard Williams was a football player in Louisiana. So, it wasn't like he was like coming in blind, like no sports background. But his mom, their mom also had a sports background too. I don't know what sport it was, but yeah. So this is something that comes up in the movie. Highly recommend everybody to watch the movie. But gangs in Compton at this time tended to control the local parks and tennis courts, which were generally run down, dilapidated. Richard often had to argue and literally fist fight the gang members to get time on the court.
Oh my God.
And early on, the fights didn't really go his way. And he got a couple broken ribs. He got 10 teeth knocked out trying to get court time for his daughters to play and around all these gangs.
That's crazy.
But eventually the gang guys were like, all right, this guy, he's kind of cool. This clearly matters to him apparently. And so that they started calling him King Richard as well. So that's where his nickname came from, the gangs of Compton.
King of the court.
King of the court. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I got a quick question you might have said.
Yeah.
What were they doing on the courts? And
the gangs were just on. They just controlled
they weren't
the
playing
parks.
tennis.
No. I think they were just hanging out. Probably
this is our court.
Yeah.
It's my sir. I mean, I could see them playing basketball, perhaps. On the court, but not tennis. Tennis was not a popular sport in Compton.
No, yeah.
Not until Venus and Serena.
Right.
Not until Venus and Serena. And what was I saying? What was I going to say about that?
You said 10 teeth knocked out.
10 teeth
skull.
was knocked out. I don't think I put this in my notes, but there was a interview with Venus or Serena. I don't know which one, but she said that they remembered hearing gunshots while they were playing tennis. And at the time she said she didn't know, she thought it was fireworks or something, but looking back they were gunshots.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were from there.
Yeah, dude. From Compton.
Yeah.
Straight out of Compton. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Any questions so far?
No, I want to see the movie though.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about the movie.
I forgot this was a movie. As you were talking, I'm like, this should be a movie.
It is a movie.
Yeah. And
honestly, just kind of a remarkable dude. Okay, yeah, I'll get there in a second.
Okay.
So, the King Richard was at the time kind of a controversial figure.
Yeah.
Because, so in my mind, what did you think about, if you were to guess anything about Richard Williams, Venus and Serena's dad, what would you have, what would your,
before knowing any of this?
Yeah. What was your, prominent thought be?
I didn't know anything. Let me just say that. Nothing. But I would have guessed he was an asshole.
Me too.
Well, that's
exactly
what I would say.
Yeah.
I always thought he was like Joe Jackson was.
That's exactly what I was picturing.
Yeah.
No, not at all. He
Oh,
was
here.
very he was their hype man, obviously, and I think he was a little controversial because he was really in it. Anything that was happening, even if they're were practicing with their coach, Richard would be on the sidelines, telling them what to do, and the coach would be like, "Okay, guys, what the heck?" So he was this very bombastic dude.
Bombastic.
And
good word.
Everybody was like, "Whoa, this guy's a little much," but I think he was just really jazzed to be there with them.
Yeah.
And like very passionate.
Kind of beautiful.
Yeah. And I mean, maybe I think he was like tough on them. That like another thing I saw was like he like in the movie that he made, I wouldn't say he made them, but they were like playing in the rain so they could get used to how the ball like bounces when it's wet. And like there was something that I read that he like he wanted to use like old tennis balls rather than new ones because they were hard, like you had to hit him harder and stuff. So he was definitely like tough.
Yeah.
But I think he was supportive.
Like a politeful push.
A politeful and like intense push.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But he knew. Okay, so he was that contentious figure. He was their coach. He was very passionate. But looking back, like he kind of did that on purpose because he knew that without the resources, like to fund their training and like them getting them to where they wanted to be, he was going to have to like build up this like aura around them that they were like this amazing thing to get people to like invest in them. So like that outward impression was that like where that kind of that contentiousness came from, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say.
And that thought is something that the guy who made that King Richard movie, it was one of his observations.
Yeah.
Got it?
Got it.
What else was I going to say about this, though? Yeah, so I watched the movie yesterday. I was not planning. I had to do so much homework yesterday, but I went down rabbit hole and had to watch.
You did your dog's homework too.
I did. Yeah. I watched the movie. It was very good. King Richard, Will Smith plays King Richard, and I was telling these guys, like, I don't remember why I didn't watch this, and it was because that was when Will Smith slapped. That was the slap.
Yeah,
Chris Rock.
the famous
Chris Rock.
slap.
Chris Rock. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
King Richard, Venus, and Serena.
Can I try a sound effect?
Sure.
Say what you said again.
Slap.
A slap.
Let me see how that sounds.
It looks kind of long.
It was a little. It's because what you said was super funny. Okay, anyways, keep going.
No, that's all I got. That's Richard, Venus, and Serena. Critical role.
Yeah.
In the lives of Venus and Serena.
I like the way that you took this.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the go-to is like, two people who played.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it's hard to find.
Yeah, there's not a lot
dad with a daughter.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. I mean, no, that was my challenge this week.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
I think, we're probably due for a tennis app. / maybe even a Serena Venus app.
Yeah.
You know?
They're
but
cool.
King
They're
Richard,
cool,
super cool
as cucumbers.
Yeah. They seem cool.
Ugh, you got to watch the movie.
Okay.
We got to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, totes. Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, good job, Katie.
Next.
Dog number 2. Dad, do you want to?
You can go.
You want me to go?
Well, it doesn't matter. You go.
You go.
Dad has a 70-page thing printed out with
No,
staples.
that's going to be the problem. This is not going to be something you want to hear me read. But I feel like I need this information in front of me in case you guys ask me something. Because while I know one of these individuals like very well, the rest are, no, I didn't know the siblings, like their stats or anything. So So I wanted to do a father-daughter because I have a daughter, and I wanted to do a father-son because I have a son.
Nice.
And I'll start out with the challenging one, as I said, like
okay.
It's harder to find the father-daughter that were sort of in the same sport, but boxing. Is one of them. And I'm going to talk about Muhammad Ali and his daughter Layla. So
Layla.
I don't, I've followed boxing a little bit here and there. It's never been my favorite sport, and for obvious reasons, I feel, but
because they hit each other.
Kind of. I don't really like.
It's barbaric.
But like when I was a kid, Muhammad Ali was like he was a star.
Yeah,
and I think he continued, you know, that sort of role up until he died. Really, I think I remember him carrying the Olympic torch later in life. Yeah. But anyway, so when I was a kid, like I do remember his original name was Cassius Clay, and I remember
that's a cool freaking name.
So why not keep that name? Well, the reason was because he became a member of the Nation of Islam, and they changed their names for various reasons. But in case you don't know much about him, he's widely regarded as one of the greatest boxers in history. He combined exceptional speed, footwork, charisma. He was a real personality. Psychological gamemanship with remarkable courage in the ring. He was a funny man. Like you guys know who Howard Cosell was? He was a sports announcer.
No.
Oh gosh,
No.
You're so young. He was the sports announcer when I was a kid. Everybody knew who Howard Cosell was. And they had this banter between them. Like when he was being interviewed by Howard Cosell, he was always like, they're always teasing each other and kidding each other.
It's cute.
Anyway, yeah, Muhammad Ali was great. But he's also a great boxer. So there was a time, I do want to point this out, because there was 3 years where it would have been like the prime time of his career, but he was not boxing because he refused to fight in the Vietnam War, citing religious and moral objections. And so they stripped the title that he had at the time, and he was unable to box during that time. So he was... This is going to come up later, but the fight of the century in 1971 was him and Joe Frazier. And Ali lost that fight, but Joe Frazier was a heavyweight champion too. Rumble in the Jungle 1974 was against George Foreman, and then he fought against Frazier again, the Thrilla in Manila in 1975. His professional record, 56 wins, 5 losses. Note that. The father had 5 losses. Okay. Because this will come in.
Noted.
Oh, 5. Okay. Sorry.
Well, just losses. Okay. I didn't mean, there's nothing magical about 5.
Oh,
he
the
had
number
losses.
5.
I was ready for that to come back.
37 knockouts. But later in life, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Actually, that was 1984. And he remained a global humanitarian and cultural icon. And he died in 2016 at the age of 74. He had 9 children. He was
9. So did King Richard.
Yep.
I learned a statistic. Wait, 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you know that performance athletes, endurance athletes,
like a runner,
like runners, and I think tennis players, more likely to have female children, girls.
Oh, interesting.
Wow, that is interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Sit with that for a second.
Let me gnaw on that one.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's so of his 9 children, his most famous child was his daughter Layla. Now she had so first of all, I want to say one thing. Muhammad Ali, when he heard that Layla wanted to be a boxer, he was not into that idea. And once again,
was she the youngest?
That's a good question, Kate. I don't know for sure.
Live lookups with Matt.
Maybe I read that.
Live lookups with Matt.
Because that would be interesting if she was the youngest and none of the other siblings did.
Yes, Layla Ali is the youngest daughter. Okay.
Yeah, so maybe there was.
She's the second youngest of his 9 children overall, younger than her full sister Hannah, but older than brother Muhammad Ali Jr.
Okay.
So she became an undefeated world champion boxer with a 24-0 professional record. So in some ways, she actually outdid her father, I guess, in that record, perhaps.
Wow.
So like statistic-wise, when they look, so obviously it's different for men than it was for women. the sport was at a different different time in history, and things were different. Maybe there aren't as many fights, perhaps. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. But what's that?
Nothing.
Okay. But yeah, it says right here, Matt. She was the youngest daughter. But 24 wins, 0 losses, 21 knockouts.
What does that mean? Like she knocked them out?
Yeah, where they couldn't get up off the mat. Like she hit them so hard, or hit the woman so hard that they couldn't get up. Yeah, the lady. But yeah, and so so they did have the relationship. Like you were talking about Dennis Rodman. I decided not to do Dennis Rodman because
I know, yeah.
There was like no relationship there,
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, I loved Dennis Rodman when he played for the Bulls. I did not like him
after
when he played for. I didn't like him when he played for the Pistons.
Yeah, he's the guy that you really like to have on your team, but hate to not.
Exactly.
Wait, was he the one who met with
Kim
Jong-un?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Super cool.
So, despite his Muhammad Ali's initial resistance to Layla being a boxer, he eventually became one of her biggest supporters. He attended some of her fights, he celebrated her victories, and he publicly expressed pride in her accomplishments. Cool. So, I kind of felt that was, that ended well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Is she alive?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, she was. I don't know exactly when she was born, but yeah, she's still alive. But I think she's like a commentator, sports commentator.
She's 48.
There you go.
Oh,
she's got a lot of ball game left.
Yeah, although I don't think she's boxing much.
Yeah, Queen Bee, the ruthless aggression of Layla Ali.
Queen Bee, because he was float like a butterfly, sing like a bee.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wait. So, and this could totally be wrong, and I might sound stupid, but that thing that's like down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Yeah.
Is that from him? Or is that? Oh.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure.
Because I've heard that soundbite.
Yeah. It's got to
be.
Yeah.
Right.
Huh.
Moving right into the father-son.
Nice.
Snooze button.
And I'm going to... I think you've heard of this guy, though, Katie. Michael Schumacher. Anybody heard of him?
Yeah, baby.
In this family? Yeah. So I know that Formula One does not have the following in the U.S. that it does internationally, but it is a huge sport internationally.
It's growing too.
It is growing in the United
U.S.
States
as well.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
and I feel like this Apple TV picking up the
and the movie F1
and the movie F1.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, did somebody already say this? The Netflix show or whatever that was.
That too. No one has said
Oh, I have not. I've not actually seen that show.
I think that was like a big...
And the Dogs episode with Mark Webber. I think
yeah,
after a lot of people listen to that.
That was like an international listen.
That really changed everything.
For the sport.
The world was never the same.
I think so. It was like before and after the Mark Webber episode.
All right.
Yeah. So Michael Schumacher is widely regarded as one of the greatest racing drivers in history. His career helped transform modern Formula One, and he set records that stood for many years. Mm-hmm. And I think some of these records still stand, although Lewis Hamilton has definitely given him a run for his money.
Yeah, and he's still racing.
As of late. And he is still racing, correct, yeah. But Michael Schumacher's early life, so I thought it was kind of cool. I just wanted to bring a little bit of the childhood of each of these people, because that's kind of why we're here today, talking about kids and stuff.
The foundation.
And obviously Muhammad Ali and Layla he wasn't quite the supporter early on, so he didn't, like you were saying, King Richard raised his daughters to be tennis players. The Schumacher father and his son were pretty much raised to be racers. So Michael's dad, he owned, or I should say managed, a go-kart track. And so Michael Schumacher, as a very young child, was racing go-karts. And he quickly became one of Germany's top kart racers before moving into like car racing leagues. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So he kind of didn't have a choice. But, just because like you start early doesn't mean you're going to be good or anything. So to sort of shorten this, abbreviate a little bit, I won't go into the storied history of Michael Schumacher. He was incredible. He had 7 world championships. 2 were with Benetton in 94 and 95. And then he went to Ferrari in the late 90s. I think it was like 97, maybe 96. I'm not positive of that. I'm sure I could find that out. But he started winning championships in 2000. Then he won in 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. Wow. Ferrari dominated. And Michael Schumacher was the number 1 driver for Ferrari. Rubens Barrichello also did very well because they did have a faster car. And that's sort of the interesting thing about Formula One is that, and this is going to come up when I talk about his son. Ferrari at that time had the fastest car. Yeah. And McLaren was very good too. So, it was no like shoe-in that he was going to win a championship. But it does give you a distinct advantage if you have a faster car on the same field. And this is a team race, so each team has 2 cars, right? Yeah. And I think at the time there were maybe 22 cars on the track. I'm not sure what it is today. I don't watch as much. But so 7 world championships, 91 Grand Prix victories, 68 pole positions, 77 fastest laps. He had the most wins in a single season, which was 13, which is incredible. And so he really did give Ferrari, I don't want to say that he gave Ferrari its fame, but they hadn't won a championship since the 70s before he came back. Wow. And that mattered.
Michael Schumacher Ferrari.
Yeah, exactly. So
Pack with.
Cars.
Yeah.
He did retire in 2006, but he came back in 2010 with Mercedes-Benz. Yep. And I think he was pretty much considered the number 2 driver at Mercedes-Benz at that point. But then he retired permanently after the 2012 season. Now here's the sad part.
Wait, who was the number 1 driver on Mercedes?
Wow, boy, if you asked me that 7 years ago,
I'll see if I can do a live time.
Yeah, thank you.
Who the frick?
So Lewis eventually was a driver on that Mercedes team, but at the time
Nico Rosberg?
Nico Rosberg. Yep, thank you. Yeah,
two German drivers.
So I think maybe Nico Rosberg scored more points that year, Matt. Maybe you could look that up too. Yeah. I mean, there were some things actually, age definitely affects how fast you want to drive a car. Yeah. But anyway, back to the sad part, and lots of people know this, or I'm not sure all your listeners know that, but in 2013, Michael Schumacher suffered a severe traumatic brain injury when he was, of all things, skiing in the French Alps. Yeah. He wasn't even skiing fast, apparently, down some incredible slope or anything. You think he was off trail. Yeah. And he was wearing a helmet, and he had fallen and his head hit a rock. Ugh. And they say that if he hadn't had a helmet, he would have died for sure. But even with the helmet, he was
yikes.
He suffered. And so there's very little known about the specifics of his condition.
But he's still...
Yeah, they're very private.
Yeah.
But he's still alive.
He went to one of his kids' weddings.
I think you're right. That was one of the first...
They wouldn't Sorry. There was no paparazzi. You know what I mean? Before that, no one even knew if he was audible, I think.
Yeah.
If he could talk.
Yep. And I'm not really sure as how much he converses vocally anyway. So
to go back to what you said real quick, Schumacher came in 9th in 2010. Rosberg came in 7th, and
Vettel,
our favorite Mark Webber, came in 3rd that year.
Whoa! Hamilton 4th.
Yeah, and
Vettel first, Alonso second. What an interesting year!
Yeah. Red Bull, Renault first, then Ferrari, then Renault, and McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes, Renault, Mercedes.
Rubens Barrichello.
Yeah, Rubens was a great driver too.
Oh, there's Heikki Kovalainen too. Okay, go ahead.
So, in 1999, Michael Schumacher and his wife, I think her name's Corinna, had a son, Mick.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on the screen.
So I was going to point that out. We're watching live right now. This is Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin.
Did you see what just happened? For those who can't see us right now, we're watching Road and Mick Schumacher is in IndyCar, and he got a penalty in the pit, so they just moved him to the back. But he was in ninth. I saw that.
Wow, what are the odds? Oh, and power.
So back to Mick Schumacher.
Yeah, so Mick Schumacher. So he was born in 1999 in Switzerland. To avoid excessive attention because of his famous surname, he initially raced karts under the name Mick Betch. Mick Betch. So Betch was his mother's maiden name. Yeah.
I was like, where did you get that?
Yeah, I thought he just made that up.
Right.
What's up,
and like his father, he progressed through karting and junior formula racing in Europe. Now, his big success. So now here we are live today. We're watching him, and he can just become a star. But he is not a star yet. But he was in Formula 3 and Formula 2. He was the champion of each of those, 2018 Formula 3, 2020 Formula 2 champion. Those are sort of the minor leagues of Formula 1.
Like the AAA.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. Yeah. In 2021...
Do they travel around as much?
Not as much as Formula 1. Although I don't know that for sure. I've never followed.
Are
Formula
they racing
3.
the same tracks, do you think? Probably not.
These are good questions, and
I've never thought about Formula 2 and 3.
Yeah, that's because it's like, how much do you watch minor league baseball?
I mean, if the milkmen are playing all the time,
you'd be at the game. You're not watching it.
No, yeah, you're right.
But because he was an exceptional driver in those lesser formula leagues, Haas Racing picked him up as a driver for Formula 1 in 2021. The problem was Haas did not have the fastest car. They didn't have a very fast car at all. So while he was still driving well, he didn't shine because he had a fast car. So he definitely experienced some difficulties in that. To the point where I believe they let him go. He became a reserve driver for Mercedes, which is amazing for most drivers. But if you're Mick Schumacher, it's not probably what you're aiming for, I should say. He was in endurance racing, which is another. He raced for Alpine endurance team in the hypercar class of the another car series, which I know next to nothing about. But he obviously he's viewed as an excellent race car driver, and I honestly did not know what he was doing until this year when I heard he was named the Indianapolis 500 rookie, which is it's not just if you finish the highest of all the rookies. There's other factors that are involved, like your sportsmanship and your relationship to fans and such. So it's it's a pretty prestigious award. So he is racing in the IndyCar series that we're watching on TV right now. So
how old is he?
Well, he was born in 99, so, you do the math.
He was born 27? In 99, huh?
Yeah, 27.
And he's already kind of been around.
27 years old.
There you go. Yeah.
Born 5 days after you, Katie.
Huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait.
5.
Well,
calendar.
5, yeah. You know what?
All right.
That's
all I got.
Sorry. Mick and Michael.
Sorry, that was a little long, but I had to do both a ton
Oh, you did? Is it still playing?
Still playing, yeah. Oh, right. And it's done. Awesome.
Cool, thanks, Dad.
Good job,
You're
Dad.
welcome.
Great job.
Very nice.
Okay, I'll finish this off here. with our last. I'm going to tilt this way just because Katie has a microphone. You don't need to get me in the things, so I'm devil. But our last dog pairing here. So my favorite baseball duo is definitely for father-son is Ken Griffey Sr. and Ken Griffey Jr. But that didn't feel as like dog podcasty to me.
Because they're so good.
I mean, Ken Griffey Jr., in my opinion, is like in the top 5 to 10 baseball players of all time. You know? Yeah. So like that's incredible, right? And Senior was no slouch. Mm-hmm. And actually, one of the people that I picked is still a beast, but the son, I feel like, is like a true dog. Like he just kind of like making his own little way. Yeah. So, anyways, I chose Roger and Kody Clemens. So I feel like a lot of people know Father Roger. He's someone who doesn't really need a big introduction, but I do have some career highlights, as everyone knows. Stat guru. He was nicknamed the Rocket, first of all. Definitely one of the most dominant pitchers in MLB history. He played for 24 seasons. He was mostly with the Red Sox and the Yankees. He won 7 Cy Young Awards. 7.
That's for pitchers.
That's for pitchers. It's like the MVP of pitchers. He also won 2 World Series championships. He's the only pitcher in MLB history to win 7 Cy Young Awards. So he is one of the strikeout kings. He pitched 4,672 strikeouts, which is 3rd all-time in MLB history. He is one of the few pitchers to ever strike out 20 batters as well. He's done it twice. Once in 86.
20 batters in a game?
In a game. That's a lot. There's 27 possible outs. So imagine striking out, almost 2/3 of them, sometimes more. So did it once in 86 and then did it again in 96. So 10 years later, kind of crazy. So he was a Red Sox from 84 to 96, so a good chunk of time. Then he was on the Blue Jays for a couple years. Then the Yankees from 99 to 2003, and then he did return there in 2007 to retire. But he also was on the Astros for a few years as well, 04, 05. 06, and then he ended his career as a Yankee. So, kind of interesting thing. Roger Clemens' legacy is like kind of heavily debated among baseball peeps. Obviously, he had some pretty crazy statistical dominance, but his career was kind of clouded by allegations of steroids. So, yeah, so not ideal. But because of this, he's actually not in the Hall of Fame. But he's definitely, I think, a legend in a lot of people's eyes. Dad, do you know much about Roger Clemens? Like, do you remember him, really?
I mean, I wasn't, like, a big fan.
Yeah?
I mean...
Because he was good or because he was...
he wasn't on our team.
Is this a beer?
Yeah, it is a beer.
It is a beer. Yeah. Dad just brought us a beer.
Wow.
I was off camera, so I figured I wouldn't have to...
Cheers.
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 Cheers, fuckers.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
What are we sipping on?
It's it's a stone beer. I think it's called Delicious or Delish or
Good.
something. Yeah, thank you.
Good.
So yeah, why wasn't I fan? It was the roids thing. Is that why?
I mean, definitely could be.
I mean, I think that's why.
That's what
I'm trying to think why his memory is tainted for me, and that's it.
That's kind of how
But they didn't. He wasn't.
I don't know if it's like actually confirmed.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it was suspected.
He was in like the report or whatever. There's like a famous report. Yeah. Roger Clemens never admitted using steroids, never tested positive, and was found not guilty of perjury in 2012 for denying the allegations. However, he was heavily implicated in the 2007 Mitchell report following accusations from his former trainer, Brian McNamee, who claimed to have injected him with steroids and HGH multiple times. So, sounds jank. To me.
Yeah.
I mean, like, because why would that guy make that up, I guess?
Right.
But I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe he banged his wife or something.
You heard it here first.
That's how rumors start. That's how vicious rumors. I heard it on the podcast.
Roger Clemens' wife. Okay, so anyway, so that's Roger Clemens. Definitely like a legend, if you kind of put an asterisk, of course, right? But, I mean, some crazy numbers no matter what, maybe even with steroids. 7 Cy Young Awards, nuts. He's third in strikeouts, crazy. And a lot of longevity to his career. So he was just, like, good for a long time. But I think kind of maybe the more interesting story, in my opinion, because it's more dog-like, is Kody. And Kody with a K. Keep that in mind.
Kody with a K. Like a strikeout.
That's coming, dude. Nice, Katie. That's that's good.
Okay,
well, I'll circle back to that. But yeah. So anyway, so Kody is the son, obviously, of Roger Clemens. Duh. Unlike his dad, Cody's a left-handed hitter and chose the path of a position player. And he's kind of just starting to, like, and I keep track of this guy pretty closely. I like keeping track of the people who like the names, it's like, oh, this is this guy's son. Like, I like keep track of that. So I'm locked in on Kody, but he's starting to definitely build a reputation of like kind of like this versatile utility guy who also hits some ding-dongs. Ding-dongs meaning home runs. So he was pretty good in college. He was a college standout at the University of Texas at Austin. Big 12 Conference Player of the Year in 2012. He batted .342 with 21 homers, so great year. And so after that year, he was drafted in the 3rd round by the Detroit Tigers. And then he made his debut 4 years later, which kind of a longish time.
Like until this time, was he playing in like
he was in the
farms?
minors? Yeah, he was in the farms. Yeah,
okay,
minor league. So 4 years is kind of like it's like I guess maybe a little bit later, especially for someone with a big name, right? But did make that debut with the Tigers. He really struggled in his first year, and it's funny actually. I saw him play for the Tigers in Detroit early on. Yeah, I went to a game with my work. This must have been in 2022. And I was like, is that Roger Clemens? Because I saw Clemens, and then I looked it up, and I was like, oh, my God, that's right. Because I had no idea that he was even in the MLB. So, anyways, he really struggled, though. He batted .145, yikes, with 5 homers for the full year. He was sent to the Phillies in 2023. And also spent 2024 there, and then also part of 2025. He wasn't playing a ton of games, still struggling with the bat. He really didn't hit his groove until he went to Minnesota. So he was sent in a trade part of the way through the 2025 season, and he started to hit some ding-dongs and hit for a higher average. So he's kind of found his spot on the Minnesota Twins. He's having a really solid season this year. He's batting .250 with 11 home runs so far this year, not even at the All-Star break yet. And he plays a lot of different positions. He's a true utility guy. That so far this year, he's played first base, he's played left field, he's played center field, and second base. So they kind of have him all over the place. It's kind of interesting. So he's found this role, right, as like this utility guy who you can rely on for some power.
Utility guy.
You might be asking yourself, so how is Cody's and Roger's relationship? You might have been thinking about that.
Yeah.
And I would say they share a notably close and supportive bond. Definitely built around baseball, of course. But Roger's at a ton of Cody's games and big moments. Fun little fact. Roger and Kody hold the all-time MLB record for most combined strikeouts pitched by a father-son duo with a total of 4,673 because Roger has 4,672 and Kody threw one as a position player. So they technically...
threw a
strikeout. Yeah, when the team's getting smacked, sometimes they put the position player. So Kody actually threw a strikeout.
Like I remember when Rizzo pitched one.
Yeah. So, so he has one, but they combined for a total. So they share that accolade together, which is kind of fun. But all of Roger Clemens' kids start with the letter K to honor Roger's strikeouts. So good job, Katie. But Roger regularly travels to watch Kody play. He was there when Kody made his debut for Minnesota. Roger watched him hit a ding-dong at Fenway that day. And they definitely have like a playful banter. I was looking at some quotes. Kody said his dad should be quiet because Roger doesn't know anything about hitting since he's a pitcher. So
that's cute.
Yeah, I think definitely a duo to note. And I just like how like they're not both pitchers. It's and Cody's like, he wasn't like a star right away. He kind of had to grind for just to be even decent.
Yeah.
So that's Kody and Roger.
I was thinking about that. Like, you can't in sports. You can't really be like a nepo baby. You have to actually be good.
You gotta have something for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like one of the few careers where you like can't really fake that.
Correct, but I do think a name can get you part of the way there. Of course, like with resources, blah blah blah. But I think like Giannis's brothers.
It's
like,
right.
oh, he's he might be like Giannis. Let's take a chance on him. You know what I mean?
Well,
or like even like LeBron's son, like.
Yeah, no, you're probably right.
I just mean there's a little bit of it. No, of course not. Yeah. Like LeBron's son still has to be okay to stay on the team. Yeah. And he stayed on the team for 2 years. So he's
yeah. Okay.
Brownie.
Yeah,
anyways,
I see it.
Those are all our father-son, father-daughter dogs. It's time for the call to the pen. Katie, what'd you learn?
What did I learn? I always forget that.
Wait. Can I do a drum roll?
Yeah.
That was it.
What I learned. I didn't know that Layla Ali existed. Is that bad?
No, it's not bad at all.
No, I didn't know that either.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
But she seems pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, what was it, 24-0?
Yeah.
24-0.
That's a lot.
I'd be 0-24. With 24 knockouts.
Yeah.
24-0.
Knocked out.
Right.
Nice. Dad, what'd you learn?
I think I learned that I want to see that Will Smith movie.
Yeah, it's really good.
King Richard, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, how did I watch it? It's on YouTube TV.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have that.
You can maybe sign into mine.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, I do have a dog of the week, by the way.
Oh.
I told you I didn't have one.
Great.
So
We're just about to get.
I figured you were. I could feel that.
I will just say I didn't know about Layla, and I didn't know anything about Richard. I didn't think about.
I thought he was a bad dude, but it turns out he was a good dude.
I didn't even know. Like, I guess I had heard something about that, but I didn't really think about their origin. So that was cool.
Yeah.
So
they're from Compton.
They're from Compton, straight out of Compton.
Mm-hmm.
That's the call of the pen. It's time for everybody's favorite segment. Big Dogs of the Week. Dad, why don't you kick us off since you're the father?
Okay.
Who's your big dog of the week?
So I told Matt at the beginning, or just before we started, that I didn't have one. I didn't think of one.
Yeah, it was like a little bit dramatic.
It was.
There was some
Matt was
drama.
like, Dad,
I was like,
I told
dude,
you
I
to
freaking texted you. I was
and
pissed.
you're like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's the day you go to school and you learn that there's a math test and you didn't know about it.
I texted it to you. So your teacher told you the day before.
So, okay, never mind. So while we were talking, I was laughing about, in reference to something you were talking about, Matt, but we lost a famous Chicago Bull a couple of weeks ago, who was a part of 3 championship teams, that being Stacey King. He lived in Illinois. I think he had become a sports commentator. Like, I haven't seen a lot of it, but the thing that caught my eye, he was a very he was quite a character. He was a funny man. I remember hearing quotes from him, after games over the years and such. But one I saw on Instagram, and I didn't even know he died until a week after he died. So I'm out of the loop with Chicago news for sure anyway, but it's not popping up on any feed. But this is the quote. So obviously Michael Jordan was the star of those 6 championships, right? And Stacey King played on like I said, the first 3 championship teams. Maybe he was on the team before that. I don't remember. But here's the quote. So after Michael Jordan scored a career high 69 points in one game, which is freaking incredible. I heard you guys talking about like Will Chamberlain once scoring 100 points, and that's insane. But that was like unusual circumstances.
And Bam Adebayo this last
year. Right.
Kobe.
So anyway, after Michael scored career high 69 points in one game, his teammate Stacey King said, "I'll always remember this game. I'm sorry. I'll always remember this night." I'm sorry. I'm kind of like teary-eyed here. I'm sorry. "I'll always remember this as the night that Michael Jordan and I combined to score 70 points."
That's
Like,
beautiful.
that's him in a nutshell. So.
That's beautiful.
R.I.P.
Wait, that's like
King had one. That's like Kody and Roger.
That's like Kody and Roger.
Stacey King had 1 point that day. That's
It
awesome.
was probably a good point.
That also kind of reminds me of, remember when Steve Kerr, like, because you know how MJ went up for the shot in the championship and threw it sicker, and then Steve Kerr hit it, and like Steve was like, yeah, right before, you know, Phil was drawing up a play, and MJ said he didn't feel comfortable taking the big shot. So like, all right, Steve, you want to take it? He's like, I guess I have to bail out MJ again.
Yeah, once again.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's
Good
great.
senses of humor.
Good sense of humor.
Yeah,
Gotta have
good.
it.
From those Bulls boys.
Yeah, gotta have it.
Yeah.
My leg hurts.
Katie, do you want to go?
Sure. Yeah. Yes, I do. Actually, can you do a live look up with Matt and see what happened in the Oklahoma and Alabama college baseball game yesterday? Because my guy, so do you watch college baseball?
Very little.
Yeah, okay, I didn't think so.
Do you want to know what happened?
Oh yeah, Oklahoma beat Alabama 9-0 yesterday. Is that what that's saying?
In the opening game.
Oh,
So there's more to come.
I thought there was. Oh wait, is there one today? Maybe it's today.
Championship is 2 to 3 games, so they probably got to win at least one more. But they won the first game. Oklahoma won 9-0.
Okay, well, anyway, my guy is a guy named Cord Rager. Cord Rager.
That's not a name.
He is a true freshman, left-handed pitcher for the Oklahoma Sooners. Is that how you say that? Sooners?
Sooners. Yeah.
I want to say Schooner.
No, Sooner.
Nope, Sooner.
And now he's like kind of one of the biggest stories of this year's college baseball World Series. Oklahoma was like not a front runner for this year, but they've won 8 straight tournament games. And now they're in the championship series. They just won 9-0 again.
I just read ahead. Sorry. Keep
Oh,
going.
they just won. They just won 9-0 against Alabama.
Alabama shakes.
He threw 7 shutout innings with 8 strikeouts. Oh, so that's the game. He threw 7 shutout innings with 8 strikeouts against Alabama in that College World Series
so
opener
you already
game.
knew what happened.
Well, I guess, but I thought there was supposed to be another game like today.
I think there
Anyway, yeah. So, okay, so he's like owning this. The other like 2 pitchers that are like in the rotation, if that's what you call it,
Yeah.
also both freshmen, Xander Mercurius and Nick Weslowski, like they're slaying the game. So it's this like little team that, and like freshmen are like carrying the team, and it's so cute. Yeah, but the coach, I thought this was an interesting quote as you saw. People are like, you know, what do you think about him being a freshman? And he's like, you know, I don't even think about him being a freshman. He's tough. He pitches with his head, his heart, and what's between his legs.
And Katie added question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation mark.
That's like kind of creepy.
What's between his legs?
Wait, what's the coach?
Skip Johnson.
Huh.
Skip.
Yeah, I wonder who that is.
Huh.
Anyway, yeah, so Cord Rager is my guy for the week because he has a huge wang, apparently.
A big cord. Eh?
Yeah. Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
Matt, who's yours?
Yeah, totally. Tough to follow those 2 up. But I think this was cool. I felt like for the last like month, I kept sending you guys people. I'm like, I want to do this for my big dog of the week. So there's like a lot that I could have done.
Oh,
but
yeah.
This just
Oh, yeah,
happened
you
like
did.
2 days ago, which I thought was awesome. So Justin Dean just got his first career hit. And this was for the Chicago Cubs. So our Chicago Cubbies. After 8 years in the minor leagues, 745 games and more than 3,000 plate appearances over 8 years in the minor leagues. And then also, I didn't realize this is kind of interesting. So it was his first career hit, but it wasn't his first career game in the MLB because he actually was a base running and defense specialist for the Dodgers last year. Huh. So he got a freaking World Series ring without taking an at bat.
Huh.
It's nice.
So, anyways, but it's a super cool video. If you have a chance, definitely look up Justin Dean first career hit.
Schumacher's up in 10th now.
Yeah, he's ripping. But yeah, so because it's just cute. You can tell. I think he even said you can read his lips. He's like, "Come on!" As the ball's in the air and it drops, and then he I think kind of gets past the guy, and he's just he's super fast, but he's sprinting. He gets the triple. He's all hyped up. It was in the Cubs game where they kind of destroyed the Blue Jays this past weekend, but. Yeah, so the Dodgers used him last year in 18 regular season games and 13 in the postseason. He went 0 for 3 in the batter's box, so he did actually get some at-bats, but didn't get his first hit until this year, which is crazy. But he said, once I saw it land, Dean said, I'm like, oh, there it is. That's the first hit. And then I just focused on running, focused on getting to third. Once I kind of settled in, I almost cried. Pretty beautiful.
Yeah, that's great.
I love that shit.
Pretty beautiful. How many times did he envision that moment? Dean repeated, countless. Wow. I'm going to watch the video a couple times and just feel the moment Dean added. So, anyways, that's Justin Dean. Beautiful. Been around the block. Frickin' did it. Got a hit. Dunzo. And that concludes.
I have a question. I feel like I've asked this before.
For sure.
On people's first at-bats.
Yeah.
Do you think they just kind of give them softballs?
No.
If anything, they do the opposite.
Yeah.
If anything, they try and blaze it by. If they know it's their first at bat, I think they're like, "Welcome to the big show."
These are professionals. Kid.
Yeah, they're trying to get them out, dude. They're trying to give someone a ding dong.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like this isn't the first time this has happened.
Well, it's not his first at bat ever.
Well, yeah, I know.
I mean, there's definitely something to getting a ding dong on your first at bat, but it happens rarely. There's okay. I know it's a good question, but it's a bad one.
I mean, think about if you reverse the roles a little bit, a guy's pitching a no hitter. Every batter that's coming up to play wants to get a hit. They're not we got to give him the no hitter.
Want to win ball games.
Exactly. Because their stats, their careers are on the line too.
Yeah.
No, that's it.
No, it's a question.
Yeah.
So anyways, that concludes our
first guest. And our first Father's Day podcast.
Thanks for being our
Will he come back again next year?
I'd be honored to come back again next year.
Yeah, we'll make it an annual thing.
Thanks for having me. It's been fun.
Yeah, thanks for being on.
I love listening to you guys. Really makes my week.
Thanks. You're one of our 5 listeners, so we need you.
Count them all.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. There'll be a 2. Okay. Well, next episode won't be next weekend.
Maybe
the following weekend, though.
Oh, wait, but we might do... Because next weekend we're going to be at Matt's bachelor party.
Yeah,
maybe we'll do one in the bachelor time.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that could be funny.
Bring your laptop. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. So maybe we'll see you guys next week.
Everyone bring a dog.
Yeah, that could be fun.
And then just everyone hops on the camera.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Something to think about.
I'll be drunk. Cool.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging with us on this Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there listening.
Thank you for your encouragement to making us be the best we can be, dads.
And our Father's Day.
Yeah, we love you, Dad.
Love you. Love you guys too. Thanks so much. Okay.
I'm going to play the music. We're going to see how this goes. Ready? And we're out.